Does Bravo have proof that RHONJ House has banned RHONJ's had shady dealings, but turned a blind eye to it? Appears they knew all along what he was capable of and did nothing, so how has this has been exposed, and who is spilling the tea? Keeps reading for all of the details on the Lewis drama. Louis Ruse has thrown almost every RHONJ cast member under the bus and has tried to threaten them in his own way. He has alleged he has dirt on everyone as well as a pie who was helped out. This has been terrifying in many ways, and then it appeared he had drained Teresa Giudice dry. Financially, she has repeatedly defended him, despite the fact he says incredibly off-putting and perverted things about her 4 daughters. The last straw, his behavior in the season 14 finale when he wished suffering upon Margaret. Joseph's son Teresa finally saw this at the alternate reunion and defended him. Even though Dolores Catania told her it was unacceptable, fans have bashed Lewis at I's behavior and Teresa for backing him. Now, it looks like Bravo knew that he was not a good guy all along, yet nothing was ever done. It was bad enough that LS wished suffering on Margaret's son. However, she also noted how he had contacted her son, something Lewis vehemently denied, according to Monsters and critics. She had proof that he did, and Bravo knew this all along, since Bravo had seen how Lewis tried to contact Margaret's son, and they let her address it at the season 13 reunion. She now has spoken about it even further. 2 Tea in a Pod with Teddy Mellencamp and Tamara Judge. A viewer asked this: why hasn't Marge shown actual proof that Lewis contacted her son? Marge started by not noting her son is very private and wants nothing to do with Bravo. She then shared this: I am very protective, clearly, of my children. They've never been on the show. I don't call them by name. I do none of those things. The network would never allow me to talk about it, say those things as a fact. If they did not see the proof of it, they saw the proof of it. They know it to be true. They know everything to be factual. I don't need to prove to the rest of the world what it is. After Margaret Josephs did the interview, it may or may not have cleared things up, yet one thing rings true. That is RHONJ fans despite in Lewis Ruse. They think he destroyed the show and are not happy with him in the slightest. Of course, some do not care for Margaret either, but there are always fans favorites on the show. The bottom line is, she believes Bravo knew what Lewis did was wrong and what he has been capable of all along. That is why she could speak freely now. Will they be welcomed back for the revamped show? That is unclear. Do you believe Margaret's claims, or will she and Ellas always have vendettas against one another? Let us know in the comments below. Amanda has been a professional freelance writer for over a decade, holding both a BA and an MA. Her passions include animals, iced coffee, gnomes, summer music, and Vanderpump Rules. Title: The Dark Side of the Garden State. Bravo has proof of Ruelas' shady dealings. When it comes to the Real Housewives, the franchise drama is as much a part of the landscape as glitz, glamour, and extravagant lifestyles. The Real Housewives of New Jersey, RHNG, is no exception, and in recent seasons the drama has taken a particularly dark and scandalous turn. With the arrival of Teresa, Gus's husband, Louis Ruse, as the spotlight has increasingly turned towards Louis, Bravo is rumored to be sitting on explosives evidence that could confirm the whispers of shady dealings that have been circling him for some time. Is the network preparing to drop a bombshell that will rock the Garden State? The Louis Ruse enigma. When Ellis Ruse first entered at the scene, he was introduced as the man who had captured Teresa Gus's heart after the demise of her marriage to Joe Giudice. Initially, Louis seemed like the perfect match for Teresa, a successful businessman, a doting father, and a man who appeared to love Teresa unconditionally. Their whirlwind romance led to an extravagant wedding, which was, of course, documented in True Housewives fashion. However, it wasn't long before the cracks began to show and loose. Past and present started to raise eyebrows, whispers, and allegations. From the beginning, there were murmurs about Ulsa's past, with claims that he had been involved in some questionable business ventures. These whispers gained traction as former business associates and even some ex-partners began to speak out. Allegations ranged from shady financial practices to personal behavior that didn't align with the clean-cut image Lewis was trying to project. One of the most talked about incidents involved a disturbing video that surfaced online showing Elle participating in a bizarre, seemingly cult-like retreat. The video, which many found unsettling, featured Lewis surrounded by a group of shirtless men making impassioned declarations about love, and the video, as a personal growth exercise, many viewers and fellow cast members were left feeling uneasy. The video only added fuel to the fire as people began to question what kind of man Teresa had brought in her life and, by extension, into the lives of her 4 daughters. The Gudas family's involvement. Toes of Judas is no stranger to controversy. Her previous marriage, Joe Judas, was mired by legal issues that ultimately led to both serving time in prison for fraud with Lewis. Teresa seemed to be searching for a fresh start, a partner who could help her move beyond her past and build a new life. But as more information about Lewis began to surface, concerns grew that Teresa might be heading down a similar path to the one she had with Joe. What's more, the other members of the Gudas family has been pulled into the fry. Teresa's brother Joe Gorga and his wife Melissa have never shied away from voicing their concerns about Lewis. Their strained relationship with Teresa has only intensified as they've questioned Lewis's intentions and the impact his past might have on the family. This family drama has played out in front of the cameras, creating a tense and sometimes explosive atmosphere on the show. Bravo's role as a network with reaps. Bravo, the network behind RJ, is well aware that controversy drives ratings. Over the years, the network has become adept at crafting narratives that keep viewers glued to their screens, and they often tease revelations that promise to change everything. Con Lewis. Ruelas. Bravo seems to be sitting on a powder keg of information que puede explotar at any moment. According to various insiders, Bravo has been quietly gathering evidence that could confirm the rumors about Lewis's shady dealings on the network, is reportedly in possession of documents and testimonies that paint a much darker picture of Lewis than what has been shown on screen so far. If these rumors as true, it raises questions about when and how Bravo will choose to reveal this information on the impact of a potential revelation. If Bravo does indeed have proof of Liz Ruelas' shady dealings, the fallout could be monumental, not just for Teresa and her family, but for the entire RHONJ franchise. Teresa is one of the most iconic and longest-serving housewives across all franchises, and her storyline has been central to the show's success. Scandal of this magnitude could potentially redefine her place within the franchise. For Lewis, the consequences could be even more severe. His business ventures, which are reportedly extensive and varied, could come under intense scrutiny. Legal repercussions might follow if any illegal activities are uncovered, and his personal life could be turned upside down. The public backlash could be swift and unforgiving, especially in a world where social media can amplify and prolong scandals. Other housewives, too, would undoubtedly be affected by friendships and alliances. The show could shift dramatically as cast members react to the news. Some may distance themselves from Teresa and Luis, while others might see it as an opportunity to position themselves as the new central figures of the show. Dynamics within the group would likely be change, leading to even more drama and conflict, something that Bravo, undoubtedly, welcomes. A calculated move by Bravo. Idea that Bravo is holding on to this information for the perfect moment suggests that the network is carefully calculating how and when to release it. If true, this could be part of a broader strategy to maximize viewership and ensure that RHONJ remains one of the most talked about shows in the franchise. Some fans speculate that Bravo might choose to reveal the information during a reunion, a special, or as part of a season finale cliffhanger. This would not only guarantee high ratings but also ensure that viewers return for the next season, eager to see how the drama unfolds. On the other hand, if Bravo is aware of potential legal implications, or if the information is particularly